What's going on, everybody? This is Alan Anthony from Phone Tech at Work, and today we have a little versus battle of the Nexus 5X and the Nexus 5. Now, they're both made by LG and they do run Android Marshmallow, but I just want to do a little tech spec versus war. So, let's start the video and see what I'm talking about. So, the biggest difference of the Nexus 5 and the Nexus 5X is the fingerprint scanner. But let's do a side-by-side comparison of spec by spec. So as far as the size has changed because the Nexus 5X has a 5.2 display, while the Nexus 5 has a 4.95 inch display. Now, both of them are both 1080p, right? The weight of the Nexus 5X is 136 grams, while the weight of the Nexus 5 is 130. Now, they're both 1080p, and they both come in 16 gigabytes and 32 gigabyte variants. They both do not have a SD card slot, while the Nexus 5X does have a Snapdragon 808, and the Nexus 5 has a Snapdragon 800. Now, as far as the camera, the Nexus 5X has a 5 megapixel front-facing camera. That's top-notch for your selfies. And on the back of the Nexus 5X, we do have a 12.3 megapixel camera. Now, I just did a video test. This camera blows this one out the water. High and dry, no contest. But if you do have the Nexus 5, you should know how you do have a 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera, and on the back we have a 8 megapixel camera. Now, the back of the Nexus 5, it did some okay pictures, but wasn't really that great for anything else. Now, they're both not water resistant or waterproof, but the biggest difference is the fingerprint scanner. Both of them do not have a removable battery, and you can't pull out the back. Well, actually, no. I did actually pull the battery out. There's plenty of times, but you're not supposed to. And that's why it's not working right now, because I had battery problems. So as far as the internal battery, on the Nexus 5X, we do have a 2700 milliamp battery, and on the Nexus 5, you have a 2300 milliamp battery. Now, another big difference here is on the Nexus 5X, we do have a USB Type-C cord there. So all your micro USB wires are not going to work with this. You might have to buy some new ones, and on Amazon.com there's plenty of them. They're very cheap. And on here we do have a micro USB. Now, back to that, we do see how we have these speakers here. I can't remember if the both of them work or it was only just one, but as far as the Nexus 5X, we do have one front facing speaker that works, and the top one is only for phone calls. Alright, now when they both released, I remember how the Nexus 5 was about $350, and the Nexus 5X right now starts at $379 at the 16 gigabyte model. Now, they're both unlocked. If you could find this for like $100 or something, maybe I would buy it. But if you want to do, should you upgrade, I would just upgrade based on the camera quality and the fact that you have a fingerprint scanner. And we do have the autofocus and the dual LED flashes there, which only have one right here. But the camera on this was horrible. I'll be honest with you. This one, I just did a 4K test. By the way, you could also record in 4K with your 5X, which is pretty awesome. Alright, so as far as that, you see how the Nexus, I think the Nexus 5 is thicker, shorter. So I do see how the headset jack was on the bottom of the 5X, and it was on the top of the Nexus 5. Now, as far as specs, as far as design, it looks almost like twin little brothers, and this is Arnold Schwarzenegger and this is Danny DeVito, right? But the feel and hand of this one feels like a hard plastic. This is like a ceramic feel, like one of those dolls, or like those toilets that are just really hard, and they have a grip on this that's pretty, it's there. Over here, it's a little bit slippery. I mean, which one feels better in the hand? This one is a little bit longer because it does have the speakers on the bottom, but if it didn't have the speakers, it would be much shorter and almost like the same size maybe. But as far as that, I would definitely go with the Nexus 5X as of right now because it is a new phone. It is faster, the camera's better, fingerprint scanner, USB Type-C fast charging, dual LED flash, autofocus, 4K recording. You just can't top the phone. This is not even a contest no more. So that's about it for the comparison video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Follow Phone Tech at Work for more videos like this of the Nexus 5X. And let me just show you how the fingerprint scanner is right now. Boom. That's it. Alright. That's about it, guys. Until the next video, peace.